Good morning, all. This is Heather Fleming. We're day 3 of 365 days of learning. So before we begin, as the video plays, please engage from the bottom up so we can increase exposure of this video and more. So today I'm going to talk to you about a really important concept, and that is internalized oppression. Have you ever wondered why someone may adopt negative attitudes about people in their own communities? Well, I'm going to talk to you about it. So what is internalized oppression? It is when someone adopts harmful and negative attitudes about their own group, their own marginalized group, because they have consistently been given stereotypes that they begin to believe. They begin to believe biases against their own identity. And so first thing to remember is that in many ways, it's not their fault. Basically, what has happened is society has consistently and constantly given them messages that they are, through systemic oppression, negative portrayals in the media, or structures that devalue their identity, that somehow they are not enough, they're not good enough, and unfortunately, these attitudes stick. So how does it show up? It shows up in a few different ways. Number one ends up being self-doubt, feeling like you're not good enough because of your race or your background, you don't belong, etc. Division, criticizing others within your community for not fitting into the dominant cultural norms. Basically, criticizing your people because they decide to have their own identity and not fit in with what the dominant culture wants them to be. And then finally, preferences, maybe thinking that lighter skin is better than darker skin, or associating worth with proximity to whiteness or to the dominant group. So where does it come from? Quite simply, systemic racism. Systemic racism creates the environment in which internalized oppression is born. So historically, policies and media narratives were designed to divide us and to keep marginalized communities feeling less than, so power structures could stay intact. It's pretty deep. It's pretty far-reaching. So why am I talking about it? Well, because we need to. Because awareness is the first step to unlearning these beliefs. When we recognize internalized oppression, we can then challenge those harmful stereotypes. We can build solidarity within our communities, and we can celebrate our identities unapologetically. The big thing to realize is that internalized oppression isn't a personal failing, it's a symptom of a larger system. And so by talking about it, we heal, we educate, we reclaim our power. And so one of the biggest things that we need to do is rewrite the narrative together. And that means challenging the stereotypes and learning fully what it means to love ourselves. Be sure to continue to follow me for more on our learning journey.